Okay, so the first comment, people keep saying that, where's the comment that he was actually being colorist to you? Okay, exactly what I'm talking about is saying that someone is self-hating, that their ancestry that is Dominican or whatever is not real because it's only 1/8 or something. It was a constant thing of thinking that whiteness is better than blackness. Because you're saying that I'm trying to claim an eighth Dominican, even though I just am an eighth Dominican. I don't even know what you mean. And then on top of it, it's like, Dominican, when I think of Dominicans, I think of dark-skinned black people. I know some people think of some mixed people, and that's why I always point out 1/8. So then, even if you do think of them as mixed, well, 1/8 is going to be seen as anything very big, especially on a video I'm trying to project that I'm a black woman. So obviously I'm not trying to be anything other than what I am. But what he was trying to do, and what many of these people try to do, is try to act like being white is the goal. And then they try to project that onto me, and it's like, okay, whatever, like, that's not my thing. This isn't my preference, but stop putting that on me. Like, if you want to be another race, go ahead, but that's not me. And that's all I was pointing out. I notice a lot of the time with lighter skinned men and women like him, they do that to light brown skinned people. They often try to be like, oh, let's do the whole race of who's the lightest, who's the whitest, all this stuff. And I don't believe in that. Now, to the other part of this, there were two other bad actors in this. One person, you can see, she's really trying her best to be as non-black as she can. She can't even show her whole face. Now, she was mad at me because, like I said, when I talk about the light-skinned traders or the people who use dark-skinned people, she's one of those dark-skinned people that people like him use. Well, that's because this is the closest to whiteness that she can feel she can get to. So then she started attacking my features, my phenotype, and all this stuff. Started trying to say that I push my nose down to look white. As if the fact that I have a big septum looks white. I've never even noticed black people don't have big septums. I've seen plenty of black people with big septums. Then she gets mad at me because I was actually real with her. I was like, okay, if you're going to attack me for my nose, then wouldn't it be the same as if someone's saying that their nose is flared up, when it's just broad and beautiful? And so I got like so attacked on here. I got like, she just kept bullying me, trying to attack, trying to say you can't make any more videos. And they constantly bully and attack and try and act like you can't make any videos about Angel Ramirez or we're gonna bully you, basically. And it's like, I can talk about whoever the fuck I want to talk about. I'm sorry. And every time you tell me I can't, I will. So stop being angry at me because I'm saying my personal experience. If you look at the comments that Angel Ramirez left, he obviously had a lot of anger issues with me. And like I said, I wasn't even talking about anything other than the fact that to me, he doesn't look black. He's not going to be treated like a black man. And I stick by what I said. He's not black looking. So he's not treated like a black person in society. Blackness is not something that you can just take off and put on at will. It's crazy. They kept trying to basically question how I look and say, oh, you're trying to look like a non-black person because you naturally look different than I guess she does. But at the same time, Angel Ramirez looking a ton times less black than I could ever imagine being and doesn't look at all like a black man. Oh, that's totally fine. This is all to do with the whole gender wars issue where, black men and black women, the dark-skinned ones, will try to use the opposite sex. So a light-skinned black woman or a light-skinned ambiguous mixed woman even will be pushed as black, but her male counterpart won't by a dark-skinned black man. Same thing with the dark-skinned black woman. She's trying to push me out of blackness, trying to say I'm trying to look like something differently, but Angel Ramirez, he looks totally fine as a black man. That man has no black features at all. Me, on the other hand, I actually do have black features. They might not be your features, and I know that makes you jealous. That's why I'm saying you keep attacking me for my features, but the reality is you're attacking me because you wish you had the features, but you shouldn't, because you, from what I can see, you're pretty, but you have African features, and you don't like that about yourself. That's why you have to uplift and sorry about that, I got cut off, but that's why you have to uplift a look like Angel Ramirez, because that's how you really wish you looked. And it's sad, you know. But on top of it, it was the other individual who got mad and things of that nature. And it's like this, you know, you keep trying to make the whole idea of, you know, saying someone's strange or whatever. And it's like, to me, you know what's strange? I think it's strange that you guys attack someone simply because they have a different opinion about a person's ethnic background or how they look. That's very strange. Also, the fact that, like, for one, why are you going to my channel acting crazy, bullying people, and trying to basically say they can't talk about a specific person, and then try and lie about it on top of it? Like the second person, they kept lying, saying that I just kept making videos about him. No, I didn't. What happened with that situation was I made my videos. I made 3 videos on him not looking black. Then he freaked out and made a whole bunch of comments on my channel, of which he made 18 comments. So, you know, I obviously... And honestly, it's not just that he made 18 comments. If you look at the comments, how I'm doing them, that's all one comment. That dude is making like at least 3 pages of comments to me. So, yeah, I didn't make him make those comments. When he started bullying me and telling me I can't make videos on him, that's when I made more videos on him. Because he specifically said I can't make videos on him. And my perspective is this: if you bully me and tell me I can't make videos on you, I'm going to make twice as much videos on you. That's why after I had the whole situation with the other videos being taken down, I made more videos because in response to the videos being taken down. So it's not that I am just like trying to make more videos on him. I got rid of those videos and I made more. It's what it is. I can talk about him anytime I want to. And like I said, the fact that he freaked the hell out and acted so animalistic and threatening and bullying people and, you know, had such vitriol towards black women like me shows you his true character over a small thing of saying he doesn't look black. It's not because he doesn't look black. That's not what he freaked out about. What he freaked out about was the fact that I'm a divester and a swirler who doesn't want him and therefore didn't want to he gets upset basically at people who don't prefer him. And I mean, if this wasn't the case, then how come he goes after divestors and swirlers over and over again? Crystal Swirls wasn't the first one, you know. There were many before her. So obviously, it's not me. I mean, this is a situation that happens to him often. I'm one who actually doesn't really mess with the manosphere. I go to the manosphere channels and I never have an issue. This one is a fragile one, obviously. If he wasn't fragile, he wouldn't be making tons of comments on someone's channel just because they make 3 videos about him. Heck, I make tons and tons and tons of videos about other people over and over again, and I will keep on making videos on them. That's just what I do. You know, I'm one where this channel is a review channel. I review Cynthia G so many times. She was 7, I've done. Crystal Swirls, I've done. Those 2 people, it's been positive. Vanessa Vokey, I've done some. I've even done some on Blair White. So, I mean, like, I've done it on so many different people, you know. And that's just a part of my channel. If someone has an issue with it, you just have to deal with that. Don't watch my channel. Tell people not to watch my channel. I'm totally fine with them. But most likely, if you name me, somebody's going to look at my channel. I'll get views, and I'll also get subscriptions. So maybe you should just shut the fuck up. I don't know. But the point is, the whole problem was me making videos in the first place. And these videos aren't even that negative at first. At first, I wasn't even attacking him. I was just saying that in that situation, it was deceptive. It was deceptive because he was basically trying to say someone was changing how they acted towards black men for him when he doesn't even look like a black man. If you don't look like a black man, you're not going to be treated like a black man, no matter how many times you even say you're a black man. People still see you. So that's the thing. And the truth is, with that, I actually had a debate with Angel Ramirez on this, and he could never address that. He could never address the point where you look less black than the Puerto Ricans who are full Puerto Rican and not black at all, not black American, not Jamaican or anything. They're pure Puerto Ricans who are like 20% black. You look less black than them. And, he couldn't address that because in reality, he knows I'm right, And the people who get mad and they come to my channel, they couldn't, address it either. They had to try and attack and say, oh, you're a liar, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. None of those things have anything to do with what I was originally saying. It doesn't. What I specifically said was that he's not going to be treated like a black person because he doesn't look like a black person. So if someone doesn't beef with him like he's a black person, he's not going to be treated like a black person because he doesn't look like a black person. So it all coincides with what I said. I specifically said if his mother looked as non-black as him, she didn't look mixed either because he doesn't look mixed. On top of all of those situations, I have one more thing to say, and to me, I don't even really care to talk about Angel Ramirez. It's just about principle here. You can't bully me and make me it seem like I can't talk about a certain topic just because it makes you uncomfortable, just because it makes you mad. That's not how it works, sweetie. Now, I don't have your photos up, and there's really nothing else you could do here. Because one, most of the things that I originally said about you weren't negative. You added all the negativity into basically your comments to me on you not looking black. Oh, and one other thing. One of the other users, Nubian Nefertiti or whatever, got mad and tried to say that I wanted to date him or something, or I was interested in him or something, and he said he wouldn't date me or something. No, what happened in that conversation was this. I said, he will never promote anyone that looked like me. And I also said that, no, of course not. You wouldn't like anyone who's not chocolate. Then he tried to cover it up and try to say, oh, no, I hate this and this and this about you and stuff. And it was just like, dude, I already said you don't like me. I specifically said he's the type that only fetishizes dark-skinned black women. And the reason he does that is what I talked about before. He uses dark-skinned black women's insecurities with themselves so then they can put him on a pedestal. He's a feminine man, and feminine men need to be put on pedestals. Just like Mila Devine says, basically. He's one of those types, basically. And with people like that, they can't be around people that are similar to them. So that means he wouldn't put light-skinned women up on a pedestal. He wouldn't even put brown-skinned or lighter brown-skinned women like me up on a pedestal because he needs someone who's very insecure with themselves to feel secure with himself. So that's what I was talking about there. I like to address people who pander to dark-skinned women to feed into their insecurities just like they do with dark-skinned men. I like to expose people like that. And he's no exception, you know? So to me, that's basically all I have to say here. I think a lot of the time people get really upset if you say something that they don't agree with. But I mean, it's a free country, and we all have a right to disagree with each other, and you have to grow up and accept that. So, thanks for listening, and bye.